Guys, you have the right to record. We're not saying that. We know it's a sidewalk. Can't be blocking the doors though, because then you're disturbing their business. Can I finish speaking, please? And then after that, can't be engaging with the people coming in and out.
Okay.
Especially if we're using profanities and stuff like that. That's not cool.
Okay.
All right.
Can I go now? Is it okay for him to threaten to hurt my son, to smack my son?
Did you have your camera in his face?
Everything is recorded over here. Even if I had it in his face, it's not okay to hurt nobody, ma'am.
All the way from over there?
It doesn't matter where it was.
He was all the way over there.
You don't threaten other people with harm. It doesn't matter where it was.
Do you guys not understand that you're kind of doing the same thing? You're sticking your cameras in people's faces.
We're exercising our rights to record in public.
But
Constitutionally.
For what reason?
To educate people.
On what?
On the Constitution.
Okay.
On the First Amendment to record in public places. Specifically you, because it looks like you don't like it.
What did you educate them on?
Listen, he threatened my son to smack him, and you think it's okay.
I don't think it's okay.
Exactly, so, but look at your face.
I don't think what you're doing is okay either.
So somebody threatens your son or your daughter to hit them, and you think you're going to be cool with that?
You don't have
You know I speak like that. You know I speak like that, right? All right, so I'm going to keep on speaking like that because I exercise my freedom of speech. And if you don't like it...
Didn't you take an oath to uphold the Constitution?
Freedom of speech?
Freedom of
the press?
He doesn't have freedom of speech either.
Does he have freedom to record, right? Everybody has it, right? All right, does he have the right to assault my son?
He didn't assault your son.
How do you know?
He did not assault your son.
Because we told you he threatened to assault him, though, right?
Did he put your hands?
Listen. If I don't come and stop this, he was about to hurt my son.
Guys.
I wasn't even here.
You can be on the sidewalk?
You don't tell me where I could be or where I cannot be. He threatened my son. What are you going to do about it?
Nothing, because it's not an arrestable offense.
It's not an arrestable offense?
It's not, no.
Okay.
Heard both sides to both of the stories.
And who's right and who's wrong?
There's no right or wrong in this situation.
Well, there's right or wrong.
You're upset with the way that what they said to you, and
to my son, not to me, ma'am. No, to my son.
Okay, well, I'm speaking.
They threatened to smack my son on video, and if I don't show up in between them, probably my son would have been bleeding in the ambulance, and you wasn't gonna save my son, right?
If you're gonna disturb the public,
you are disturbing the public. You should be go catching criminals right now and stop harassing the camera guy. You've been dismissed.
That's not how that works.
Yes, that's how it works. It is how it works. So now you know that we have the right to record in public, and you know that we are out here. Now you know who I am, all right?
And she doesn't belong with that uniform.
Exactly.
The law.
Okay.
But now you spread the message. Let them know. Freedom of the press, all right?
No problem.
Let them know.
Absolutely.
All right, next time you don't tell them that we are bothering. You tell them that we are in a public sidewalk that the people pays for, all right? And that we are recording, exercising our right to record in public. It's a First Amendment constitutionally protected right.
Okay. Are you a lawyer?
You heard? I don't need to be a lawyer.
I'm just curious.
I don't need, but I have a couple of them, though, just in case. On standby.